So you just reverted to Islam. Well, here's 5 tips for you to make your experience a little bit better. Cue my intro. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of the most merciful, most kind, and en nombre más misericordioso y compasivo, welcome to the show. I'm your host, Rican Muslim. So, it's a quick little video for you. So, you just converted to Islam, and you're kind of like, what am I to do? Here's the 5 tips that I've found that has made my experience a lot better. I'm going to start with this one. Number 1, prayer. I think the number one thing you need to really focus about, about everything else on it, it's just getting your prayer correct on it. Just getting that connection between you and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So there's many resources on it. I found you find little apps. There's such a little app that I'll link on the description that I found that teaches you step by step how to pray. And what I've done is I practiced it. I took some time when I wasn't doing anything on it. I just went through the motions on it. And yeah, and I know everybody wants to say that you need to do it in Arabic, but no, do it in your own language. You need to understand what you're saying. So do it in your own language on it, so you really understand the words, what you're saying, emotions on it. And then afterwards, after you could do this by memory, after everything's been, it's an easy thing for you to do, then you start, incorporating some of the Arabic, some of the words on there, practicing saying things like Allahu Akbar, Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim, and learning the Fatiha. So there's little steps you could do after you have, learned how the prayer goes, and you've learned the different form, because some prayers with 2 rakats, some there's 3, some of them are 4. So after you got through the notion of learning, then start incorporating Arabic and ensuring that you're doing the 5 daily prayers. That's the number one thing. Once you get that connection, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, you're gonna see your life change. You're gonna see your faith increase on there, and you're gonna start flourishing in Islam. Number 2, I will say, is reading the Quran. Now, I know a lot of us, I don't know how many people will feel about this, but I believe the Quran up is amazing for everyone on it. It gives you a little notification to read it every day on it. It's easy to read. They have the built-in recitation to hear it in Arabic. It has the Arabic on there, and as well as how the pronunciation from the Arabic as well. So you could, inshallah, after you start reading it over and over again, you can start practicing to read it in Arabic as well. Once you've learned and memorized what it says in your own language, then you could start incorporating a little bit, Arabic on it as well. And that's one of the ways I learned Fatiha, since that's in the Quran. You sit down just with the Quran up and just start reciting it over again, listening to it, how it's supposed to be said in Arabic. And that has helped me a lot. It helps me magnificently on my prayer and on my daily life as well. Because it's all about your connection with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's all about your connection with God and your walk in faith. And those 2 things, between prayer and the Quran, are indistinguishable when it comes to, your faith in Islam. Number 3, I will say, is, and it might be a little scary at first, but try to find a masjid that you can go to if there is available one. Try to get involved with the community. I know it might be a little scary at first. You might be a new revert, you don't know on it, but you're gonna see that the entire community will welcome you with open arms. They will. You're gonna find a lot of people that are gonna want to mentor you. They're gonna want to hug on you, love on you. They want to, invite you to dinners, and they're gonna everything. They're gonna want you around all the time. So you need to be a little, gosh about that one. They are a little lovey community. They're gonna love on you. They're gonna try to take care of you. They want to teach you everything, and so that's one of the best things about Islam, is the community aspects of it. And to be honest, once I got my local masjid, and it just becomes part of my regular life. Like you're gonna meet a lot of good people. You're gonna make a lot of connections on there, and that will tremendously help in your faith and your walk, and it's something that you need to do. I believe it's going to help you immensely. I know it's going to be a little hesitant at first. Show up over there, might be a little shy side, but just go there, tell the imam, hey, I'm brand new, I'm a new Muslim on there, and you'll see how many people, how many other new reavers you're gonna get in contact with, how many mentors are there, people who are pretty much the mentors of the masjid. That you're gonna have them there. They take on new reavers, and they're gonna make sure that, hey, how's your prayer? You having problems with it? You need somebody to walk you step by step on there, and then something different about when you pray in a congregation, to see it, and you don't have to wait until you're mastered the prayer to go pray with them. No, even if you're still learning, that's completely fine on there. You will see, as you see everybody on it, just follow along with them, and it's going to help you learn more as well. I show up early to masjid. There's people there as well who are praying, and that's some great things that I do. I show up early. I pray. I pray extra prayers on there. I have a little conversations, see how people are doing, see how my friends are doing, and then boom. Then the prayer. And then it's time for Juma on Fridays, and yeah, so you start getting involved with the Friday sermon and daily prayers and meeting new people. So I think the community aspect is one that you should not be without. It's going to help you in why. It's going to help you not feel alone in this walk, and especially if maybe it's far away drive or one's not too close and you can only there once a week. But you know what? Go there once a week. Go there on Friday when the whole congregation comes in. You're gonna have the most people, and if you can, if they're open for different prayers, some are open for all five prayers, then boom, still go down there. You're still gonna meet the imam, still gonna meet people on there, and then it's gonna help you grow as well. My other on there, and this is a big one on there. Start doing away with all the things that are haram, and it's gonna be harder first. On I guess for me it wasn't doing away with things like alcohol, gun, drugs. I never used them on there. Um, you know, the prawn, everything, pig. Those things that are haram, they're not allowed for you. You're gonna start seeing that they are meant not just as a punishment, but they'll be good things for you, and you're gonna find good things to replace those bad things as well on there. Plenty of things you could eat. There's different things you could drink on there. Different relationships you're gonna start, acquiring. If you're in a if you're in a haram relationship that doesn't need to be there, do away with it. Go to a match and meet friends, meet actual people who are gonna be with you in faith on there. When you start doing away with all those things that are just not allowed because they're not good for you, you're gonna start seeing that your life in general is also going to be in better overall. It's gonna be completely better on it because you're doing away with things that God doesn't want you to have or be involved in on there, and you're gonna see your life will be flourishing, job, people around you, start changing you to the better on there. And I know it's gonna feel like you're being punished because your mindset is on, oh no, I need to, this is what fun is. This is what everybody else is doing. Why can I do what everybody else is doing? We gotta say everything we do it for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You know, and the brainwashing of thinking that all those bad things are fine. That's the only way to have fun. No, you're gonna start seeing that you can in fact enjoy life, and you're gonna start enjoying it in a fuller sense because you don't have to worry about all the negativity and the bad that comes from all this prohibition. Because the other part nobody really talks about is just all the negative, all the bad associated with all those things that are not permissible. And when you start doing away with all that on it, you're literally just bringing in positivity through Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You start, His mercy, His guidance, His love by praying constantly, reading the Quran, getting involved with the community, and doing away with all those negativity, all those really bad things that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't want you to do. When you start doing that, you're gonna see that it will be completely beneficial for you, and it's gonna completely change your life. And lastly, the last big thing, slow down. You say, what do you mean by that? You don't have to completely start, rearrange your entire life overnight. It takes time to learn how to pray. It takes time to learn how to do the correct prayers. It takes time to read the Quran. It takes time to learn the prayer in Arabic. This is not something that you have to do in 2 days or 24 hours in the first. No. Can you stop drinking right away? I think you can. If you do have a problem on it, hey, community is there for you. If you have a problem with something on it, the imam is right there for you. And the 5 prayers, I'm telling you, that is the key to doing well with everything on it. So, but it takes time. Everybody knows things. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows it takes time on there. Don't think you have to be perfect from the get-go. But try. As long as you keep trying every day, as long as you keep praying every day, as long as you keep, telling Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that you want to do better, that you're sorry for your mistakes, that you love him, that you want his guidance on it, that is really the pinnacle thing. Do what is right to do what is right on it. And as you slow down and you start, taking everything little by little, learning more. Adding a little bit more to it. Okay, what to say about this? What to say about that? What should I do about this? And once you start doing that, once you start taking it a step by step process, instead of trying to rush it in or trying to be perfect from the get go, once you start slowing down, you'll see that your stress and anxiety levels are going to go down. You're not going to feel as you're not feel like you're being bombarded by so much on there, and it's okay. And it's okay, whole community is right here for you. I'm here for you. If you need anything, reach out to me. We're all here for you. Okay. And if you're new to Revert, I welcome you to Islam. I say assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And we're gonna keep praying for you. Okay. I'm gonna leave some links in the description on different channels that I follow. They have wealth of information on there as well, so you can learn more. The apps that I use, and as always, I will always be here for you. So I hope this was instrumental. I hope it was good for you guys. And until next time, assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Peace.